this country was built. An extraordinary model that does not exist anywhere else on the face of the earth, by hundreds of different kinds of people who came together and built a nation. And it wasn't easy either. It wasn't like everybody just sort of arrived and said, this is just great, come right in, right? Almost every immigrant group who came, starting with the first immigrant group who came, which were African Americans, bore a tremendous stigma and were persecuted greatly. Not just confined to African Americans, although they suffered the greatest indignities. Everybody, look it up, look at the history. The Irish, no Irish need apply. The Italians were prejudiced. Almost everybody you can think of. The Chinese, they're actually outlawed. Chinese people from coming to the United States of America during the time in California when the Chinese immigration was coming. The Japanese internment is another example. So it's not like this is such a wonderful country that everybody always throws their arms out to immigration. It's actually, curiously, one of the reasons I'm optimistic about the future of the country. You tear your hair out when you hear the rhetoric of the right wing about immigration. It has happened before, and we've overcome it then, and we're going to overcome it now. Which kind of brings me to the broader focus of what I wanted to talk about. And that is the difference in the generations. One could be excused for tearing one's hair out over the state of American politics today. The truth is the Supreme Court of the United States charged with enforcing the Constitution has 4 people on it who are trying to rewrite it. The far right. Far right, we have 4 right-wing ideologues, 1 conservative, and 4 moderates on the Supreme Court. The 4 right, now I'm not kidding about it. I'm not trying to bait people. Look at Bush versus Gore. Even Dred Scott, which is morally the most repugnant decision that was ever made by the Supreme Court, had more foundation in the Constitution of the United States than Bush versus Gore. I'm not saying that because Gore should have been president or Bush should have. I'm not. There is no precedent. Not only is there no precedent for stopping the counting of the votes in the state, there is actually a process for electing the president of the United States if the vote is inconclusive. And it's in the Congress. And it's been used before in Hayes-Tilden in 1876. And for the Supreme Court to write a decision and put on the bottom of it, and this finding shall not serve as a precedent for any further future case, is an embarrassment. I can't believe they did it. But they didn't stop there. We have the specter, and this is really a serious problem, of hundreds of millions of dollars from unknown sources being used to buy political campaigns everywhere. There's an article in the New Yorker about what happened in North Carolina, but you don't have to go to the New Yorker. You can go any place. The Koch brothers, on it goes. Our democracy literally is for sale because John Roberts and the right wing found that corporations were persons. I just read the Constitution this morning in preparation for coming down here just to make sure I didn't miss anything. There is no provision anywhere in the Constitution of the United States of America that says a corporation is a person. And to gut the campaign laws of the United States of America is to put American democracy up for sale. And that was a wrong decision. It was a misguided decision. And it was a politically motivated decision. And one of the crises we have in this country is the court has succumbed to politics. And that is bad for America.